Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Curse of the Dead Gods. Let's see. Honestly, I don't know if I want to try Game of Death just yet. Then again, do I really want to try this one just yet? The answer, I suppose, is yes. Yes, I do. Though this is going to be a really tricky one, given the fact that we get virtually zero money, and we start with 1 hit point. But you know what? You gotta have faith sometimes. Though, I'm gonna be honest with you, the fact that we have only... oh boy. Only 11 hit points to start, and have, you know, oh dear. Yeah, I probably should have. It's a really tricky situation we find ourselves in, I guess, is what I'm saying. Especially because this particular run, I think it kind of expects us to pay in blood for everything, which, I mean, I guess is nice. We don't have to get cursed. But that does mean we're going to be in a bit of a hairy situation for a while. But then again, as long as I don't get hit, we're perfectly fine. So, you know, there's that. Oh boy. Alright, I did manage to keep the combo alive. Really the most important thing in these games. Especially right now, because of course we need as much health as we can possibly get. Alright, a little bit more health is also nice, so we heal. Actually, you know what? I don't think the kill healing is proportional to our health. Or maybe it is. Now, we've tested this before. We'll just straight up die. I kind of wish, as I've said again, that, you know, in situations like that, it would put you down to just 1 hit point. Because, you know, the balance of, oh, hey, you know, you got this thing cheap, but at the same time, you know, you have 1 hit point left. So, you know, gotta have trades and such. But on the other hand, you know, just because I wish something was a certain way doesn't mean it should be a certain way. Whoa, boyo. Not get body blocked by the enemies here. Oh boy. Nope. Alright. Oh, thank God that worked. Nope. Nope. Oh boy. This can be so stressful sometimes. I mean, I know I'm capable of parrying him, but frankly, you know, I'm a little scared to try. Okay, a little extra critical. Dang it, Gaslight! Well, at least there's still this chest here. I'm trying to think now, because I just kind of skipped quickly through. Because I thought, oh, surely I know what I'm doing at this point. But yeah, I kind of skipped quickly through, and I didn't read, I forget whether this particular run, or if I'm confusing it for another, where we do more damage if we're in the dark. Now granted, you'd also think I would just know that based on simple observation, but you would be wrong. Well, that worked out. No, shouldn't have risked. I shouldn't have risked that. Oh god. But I did. And now, you know, we're making so much less money and we have so much less health than we could have had. And also, we don't get a free +1 dexterity. These rooms are going to be really important, I reckon. But the only way we actually get money in this game, well, at least in this particular run, Though, frankly, this would be a lot harder if, let's see, regular enemy, oh no. But then again, we do have a weapon that causes passive illumination, so we don't necessarily need to worry quite so much. We should still totally worry, of course. Ah, boy. Alright, here goes. Here goes nothing. Alright, well, you know, so far so good. I mean, aside from getting hit the one time, we actually seem to be holding our own rather well. Just need to play a little bit more carefully. And I can do this. Totally. Totally for sure. Oh no. Keep that combo alive, baby. And slip around. Alright, I mean, the extra constitution. It definitely helps. Boy. I mean, we're out of immediate oh. You know what? That is still a good deal. Wait, I could have offered gold. Gaslight, you fool. But then again, if I just continue to not get hit, we're probably fine. And if we're lucky, that mystery room will be another gold challenge room. Though, you should never count on luck with these things, should you? Whoa! Listen, friends. Alright. So far, so good. Okay, make sure you pay attention to what you're doing. Maybe give it a second for your stamina to regenerate. Always a smart idea. Kinda wish I'd picked up the, Oh, thank goodness. There we are. Do a little bit of damage to him so he'll focus on healing instead of summoning more guys. Always a smart play. But anyway, you know what? We gotta break out of this whole mechanical Ooh. Tempting. Very, very tempting. Do I want to spend 300 gold on this? The answer is yes. I do love a good spear. Anyway, but yeah, enough of this mechanical just commenting on what I'm seeing and doing. What else do we have going on? Not too much. It's, for me at least, it's been fairly quiet. Good stuff, mostly. World is, staying nice and peaceable-like, which is always, always obliged. Alright, let your stamina recover, and then... You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about those walls. Because there's almost certainly nothing behind them. And I screwed that up. I should have rolled towards him, or parried. That hit me? I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It was pretty there was some healing in there. It was pretty there was money on the ground. Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with life. Other times, you know, I'm not so worried. Alright, it's not a bad weapon. There we go, I like to see that. A little bit of healing. You know, just calm down, Gaslight, calm down. You're not in a bad position. I don't know. You know, it's just one of those days where there's not a lot happening. You're just kinda just kind of there, really. Ah, jeez. I should have hit the other guy. But I turned to face... Okay, screwed up the parry on that. And I lose money every time I get hit. Okay. You know what, I'm just gonna go with Constitution. It's one of those rare times where it actually maybe... I mean, I'll grant you. Actually, no, I should have went with Perception because it scales with our weapon. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know. Kind of in... Truthfully, I've been feeling in a bit of a rut lately. So I'll have to do something about that. No! Damnation. But, yeah. You know, a rut where nothing is... Like, things are going alright, but they're not terribly exciting. And they're not... I don't know. They're just kind of there. If that makes any sense. Ooh, that was a close one. Too close, I would dare say. But yeah, I probably need a little bit of change of pace for myself. That's probably all it is, really. Been doing a lot of the same-ish things lately. Probably, you know, it's always a good idea to take things up, maybe work on a new project. Or, you know, something of that general nature. And there we go. Actually, something that I feel kind of embarrassed about this one, but there's been a few, like, personal projects I've been meaning to work on, and of course, with this whole pandemic and lockdown and stuff, would have been the perfect time to really get into those. And I did a little bit. But, not as much as I feel I should have. Of course, then again, I don't know, things seem to keep coming up, and... but then again, that's the thing. You know, you make excuses, and you never get the stuff you want to do done. Also, oh dear, we're kinda... I can't believe I let that hit me. That's embarrassing. But yeah, you know, if you really want to do something, you gotta find a way to make the time for it. No excuses. You just do it. You make the time for... Actually, you know what? With that advice in mind, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do once I'm done recording for today. Gonna go work on a little side project of mine that I've been meaning to put a bit more time into. That sounds like a good idea. In the meanwhile, though, let's just focus on getting through this dastardly temple. Which, you know, I'm still kind of playing this as if... That was really stupid. Still kind of playing this as if enemies were going to be invisible. But alas, they are not, so nothing to worry about there. The only thing I have to worry about is myself constantly undermining my efforts to win. Ah, come on. Bye. Alright, that takes care of him. No more enemy healing. Ooh, that was a close one. But, you know what, at the end of the day, we've still got this. So I am kind of thinking to myself, maybe I should have rolled a few more times, tried to get a heavy weapon that would do more damage up front. You know what, screw it. I'll pay in blood. Which, granted, may not be the best idea, considering how I've been playing of late, but, you know what? Sometimes you gotta take risks. Oh, and look at that, there's actually a time room up ahead. Though it's after the other stat upgrade room, so we're probably gonna be still paying, that is, paying blood. Alright. You know what? This is actually a decent curse to have, especially since we're probably going to pick up at least one more before we hit the boss. Unless I get lucky and I see... Oh no, not a Baron. Not a Baron. Oh, that worked out. There we go. Whoa, boy. Ah, come on. There was a guy right there. You could have healed him instead of summoning another dude. But, you know what? The Baron's gonna do what the Baron's gonna do, so might as well leave him to it then. That's the way forward. Of course, before we can go forward, we gotta see what nifty goodies are down here. In this case. Okay, you know, that's handy, especially given the amount of corruption that I've just kind of passively acquired so far. And also, it did have more dexterity on it, didn't it? It did. Alright, that works out. I'll just kind of let that burn itself out. Alright. Do like the old left-hand path. It's safe, it's reliable. Removes corruption for each enemy killed. Wells, oh wells, oh wells. Also, yeah, this actually does do more damage, but keeping our corruption down cannot be understated. And it also does upfront damage. Which again, you know, it always kind of surprises me whenever I see that there's clearly some explosive splash damage on this, and it does, in fact, damage other enemies, which is useful. And despite the fact that I have known that for some time, I still don't really take advantage of that in any meaningful way. But it is what it is. We'll figure this stuff out. Yeah, you know what? This is the perfect time. Ah, balls. I thought to myself, you know what? I haven't done a charge attack in a while. I'll do a charge attack. It also totally undermines every single, Oh, come on, Gaslight. What are you doing? You know what? We're so much worse than we were just a moment ago. I'm going back to using the spear. I don't know why I thought that was going to work. But I had hopes that this mace was actually going to do a reasonable amount of damage, but it seems like it's not even scaling enough to last with us here. It's odd, because it does do more damage than the previous weapon we were using, of the same type. Okay, well done. Anyway. That's a problem for future Gaslight to worry about. And you know what? A little extra corruption might not be that bad. You know what? I mean, I'm basically just using this as a, well, as its intended purpose as a secondary weapon anyway, so probably fine. Alright, let's just focus on playing smart and not taking any more damage. Or at least any more damage than I absolutely need to. Like this. I really don't need to take this damage, especially given... If I hadn't stupidly taken a bunch of hits in this room, that wouldn't have been such a big deal. But you know what? We can still come back from this. I mean, we have a spear, which is probably the best weapon against the upcoming boss. Seeing as it does a nice... Why? Gaslight, why? Because life's not fair, and, you know, sometimes they throw a curveball at you. It hurts. But, yeah. Yeah, I think a little bit more dexterity could be just what the doctor ordered. So disappointed in myself. Alright, that worked out. And first, yeah, there's no way. No way. Again, probably shouldn't be doing things this way, because our health just keeps going down. And we want it to go up, naturally. But, you know, you don't always get what you want. Sometimes. Alright. I mean, we do scale with perception, so that was kind of a sensible thing to do. Kind of. Oh boy, please. Please don't be a bad one. Okay, you know what? That's actually not bad. Oh, wait. You know what? That's actually only bad if I care about what rooms I end up going to. I forget what the room above this was. But you know what? I'm sure... Beautiful. In its own way. No! Yes! Okay. You know what? That actually... It was a dangerously stupid move. To attack with my little mace there. I mean, do I really want a new weapon? Maybe not at this point. And you know what? As long as I don't take damage here, I'm pretty sure... That was a close one. Pretty sure we'll still be fine. No, Gaslight, why do you take these stupid, needless risks? Well, I guess it's because they add a little extra excitement to my life that might not be there otherwise. Also, I don't remember you, Mr. Room. Oh yeah, never mind, I do remember you, Mr. Room. You're usually here around this time. Anyway. Alright, so even though the dark dodge does kind of get me into trouble from time to time, I can say with a fair degree of confidence that I would indeed prefer to have it over... You know what, that's just good business right there. I'd prefer to have it over a lot of the alternatives. It's also funny that this isn't in range. Also, look at that, we're almost back to full health. Oh, I've got another one of those sneezes that feels like it's imminently about to burst right out of your nostril. I know, you totally wanted that image in your head. But then it doesn't. Ooh, that was a needless risk on my part. Anyway, the important thing... Okay. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a recycle button. But, you know, all told, we're actually doing pretty well-ish for ourselves. Oh, look at that, we're actually even at full health. That is a truly happy occurrence. Ah, I should have gotten a little farther away. Gotta get those critical hits in after all. There we go, that's the good stuff. Finish that fight a little bit quicker. Because that's what we want. Oh no, you're stuck on the wall. Oh boy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, Gaslight, you had some relics that would have... Beautiful. Now imagine if I'd actually landed that with a critical. That would have been something to behold. But you know what? We still did pretty well for ourselves. Not necessarily as well as I would have liked, but, you know, not bad. Oh, well, that kind of worked out. Oh, Gaslight, you sexy genius. The fact that actually worked kind of shocked me. But... oh, yeah, baby. It also means we have a shot at getting his boss weapon. Though I'll be honest, compared to the Jaguar Javelin... yeah, get rid of blurred vision. I would much prefer seeing my map. Okay. And extra damage in the dark. Well. I'm actually kind of tempted to swap out the extra critical damage for the perception. Mostly just because it gives us a little bit more damage scaling with the weapon we have now, and also because it, yeah, also gives us a little bit more gold, which we also pretty desperately need right now, I would dare say. Okay, let's have a peek at this room. Okay, it's got fireballs. Not as good as, didn't even hit anyone. So this is not going to be as fast. Oh dear. You know, just focus on not dying. Oh boy. Oh, come on. Oop. Well. Kind of worked out. Stop summoning more people! My precious money! Oh, this is the worst run I've had with this sort of thing in a long time. I'm not even gonna get any money. Damn you, Samdi! 50 ducats. Well, it turned into 127, but overall that was a net loss for us. Honestly, if I just walked through the... well, we have a second chance. So I think what we definitely need a better weapon. Because this isn't... this was a mystery room, right? It is not a weapon room, unfortunately. But if we're lucky, there will be a chest or something. Something! Ah, come on. That'll give us a better weapon, because this is just not passing the mustard anymore. Look at this. Look at how pathetic our damage is. Shameful, really. We should be doing at least twice this damage. Oh god, didn't think I was gonna land that. But you know what? Life worked out. I I parried too soon. Let my, stress get to me. Which, naturally, is never a good sign. But you know what? I mean, we're close to full health. We're doing okay, mostly. All right. Just give it a second. Good chance to breathe. There we go. See? Sometimes that's all you need. It's a relic. I mean, that's not bad. Okay. Alright. If I do this, I'm gonna have to play really good for the rest of the game, because I'm not gonna be able to spend money. Well, I could spend money, but I'm not. I mean, let's see. 6 times 5 is 30, if memory serves me correctly. I mean, geez, I hope my basic elementary, math skills are up to the task. Wait. This is a room type that may have something for us here. Ah, geez, he summoned someone else. Curse you, Baron! Alright, he's gonna die. That's the important thing. He's going to die. Alright, what do you got for me, friend? Removes all... Okay. I mean, it's tempting because of the dexterity, but honestly, that does nothing for us at this stage of the game. So... Ah, come on. Come on, you. Alright. Good enough. Good enough. Really surprised that didn't finish him, but... Like the Baron back there, I was sure he'd been poisoned enough that he would have died. Well, no, actually, if I want both of these stat upgrades, which I only want if both of them are... thingamajigs. Thingamajigs in this case being... Some enemies lie dormant. Oh, right. Dormant. Not dormant. Dormant or something else. Dormant handle doors. Okay. Now. Darest I... trigger these enemies? I mean, there are a bunch of explodey pots around. Okay, that's not the button I wanted to press. Oh god, don't get hit. Okay, lure them all in. This is the only way we're gonna win. Okay, listen, bats. It doesn't have to be this way. He's summoning more people. I'm also not fulfilling the prime directive of getting these guys to go into the explodey pots. Which, as one might imagine, is resulting... Oh god, the bats! I wasn't paying attention to the bats, and there goes my, both my stat upgrade, and quite possibly... Okay, wait for it. Alright, at least I get a little bit of money. But it could have been so much more. And that's the part that'll keep me up at night. You know what I should have done? I should totally go for this instead of that, but... I'm a sucker for my stat upgrades, what can I say? Anyway, I should have just walked through the room and got my free, oh dear. Oh boy. That was exactly what I was afraid of, and I almost brought my own punishment upon myself. You know what occurs to me? As long as they're regular enemies and not... Well, that was kind of useless. Oh dear. Okay. Not really at all where I want to be. I'm just taking my sweet time. But then again, you know what? Sometimes it's better to take your time. But yeah, this could have been a much more powerful run had I taken the time to grab a better weapon. But as long as I don't get hit here, we should be okay. And I mean, look at that. We're already almost back to full health. It's totally going to be fine, hopefully. Got lucky there. Not going to lie. You know what? Let's take advantage. Okay, it kind of worked out the way I was hoping. Not exactly, though. But, you know, we take our time. We play it smart. We get our extra dexterity. We don't do that, because that was needlessly risky. We are getting rid of all these extra bats that are running around, though, so that probably is a smart play. Oh, I thought I was going to get out of range. How much money did I just lose there? It also is probably telling that despite the fact that, you know, I've got all the extra damage bonus-y type stuff, we're still doing garbage damage. I should have definitely tried to get a better weapon. I gotta hope that mystery room is, in fact, a weapon room. Because otherwise, this is gonna be a excuse me, sorry. It's gonna be a really difficult final boss fight. Alright, get out of here, bats. Nobody likes you anyway. Well, that's not true. I like bats. Bats are cool. They serve an important role in our ecosystem. And yet... Oh, Gaslight. Sometimes I just don't know what to do with you. I mean, at least this is always 200 health, so... Not the worst it could be. But, you know, I think about it, and way back when I went to that first weapon room, I should have just rolled until I got a spear that just did straight damage. Such a mistake. But, kinda emphasizes my point about being in the rut earlier. You know, you get, you lock yourself into a way of thinking, you start doing the same thing over and over again. Despite the fact you know you probably need a bit of a change. And before you know it, you're sitting here at near the end of the run, and instead of having 30 or more extra dexterity, you only have 22. Though, it certainly wouldn't have hurt if, the various stat upgrade rooms had seen fit to give us some more stat upgrades, or specifically to dexterity, of course. Though, ooh, what's this? I mean, I should probably consider taking that. Just as a change of pace, if nothing else, but I'm not. Why did I think I could get through that? Also, why am I going to have 3 curses by the end of this? Didn't have to be that way, Gaslight. You brought it on yourself. It also occurs to me I'm definitely not leaving for the boss fight with full health. Well, then again, maybe I will. But yeah, definitely would have been better if I had set us up so we were in a position to really shock and awe them with a bunch of just raw damage. The poison's not bad, but it's also really not great. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised I pulled that off. But then again, it's because I knew I needed to pull that off. Excuse me. It's been something tickling the inside of my throat for some time now. Alright, that settles that. Alright, there we go. Now we have only Chuckles to deal with. Possibly. Oh, come on, Gaslight. You're still alive? How is this possible? You know, it's totally possible, built on the knowledge of my pain and suffering, clearly. And this room isn't even over yet. Not a single drop of dexterity to be had. I mean, I guess there's an argument to be made on whether or not that extra 250 health is going to be useful or not. Alright, what do you got for me here? The beautiful thing, of course, as always, is that most curses... Okay, that's okay. Most curses... Ah, no! No! Why? This has already been like a 10 million year long episode. Why couldn't you have given me a weapon room? Well, it's my own fault. I gambled and I lost. I mean, let's not rule this out. Just because I'm doing, like, scratch damage doesn't mean... Oh god. It totally means I can't beat this guy. No, Gaslight. Don't think that way. After all, he who quits... Okay, well done. He who quits has already lost. I mean, actually, that hit did almost no damage. So, the important lesson to take away from this is that I can totally beat this guy. Oh, I do more damage in the dark. Well. Should have tried parrying that, honestly. But... Okay. I mean, I parried him. But alas, it was of no use. Nope. That was dumb. But I stand by it. I stand by my gross stupidity. It's a shame he's on fire still, isn't it? That would have been a perfect parry opportunity right there, but, you know. Okay. I really wanted to believe I could parry that. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. You know what? Wait. He's done a lot more damage than this. How the heck am I still nearly at full health? Like, is there a glitch where if I'm like, because he's did it on several shots that have done 250 some damage, hasn't he? I think we might have stumbled upon a bug. Because I can't honestly justify why I have 2,969 health when... Beautiful. When he's hit us several times for at least 250 apiece. Well, you know what? Works for me. So until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button or maybe leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking, and I'll see all you in the next video.